Hey, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Seasonal Bits, where I talk about the anime season. And we are talking today about I Want to Escape Princess Lessons. I am very on the fence with this show. Um, the main central gimmick is that Letitia, the central character, because for some reason it's like always. Why is it always like a Letitia? Why is Letitia such a popular name in these shows? Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Maybe there's like only one other. But I've seen several shows with Letitias for some reason. I don't know why. Letitia is a young lady who parents might win the award for worst parents because they decide to ship her off to a prince and marry her off to him at 7. I wish I were making this up. They actually decide, hey, you're gonna go get married to this guy at 7 years old. So in order to do that, she is forced to take princess lessons. It is miserable. She hates it. Goes from this lively, energetic young thing to just this very sullen, very depressed young lady, and she's supposed to marry the prince Clark, and one day she is at a ball, and she sees Clark with another woman, and she asks him about it, and he's like, I can't go with you today. I'm sorry. Note that he never actually says that they're not engaged anymore or that he's cheating on her, but she assumes, rightfully, that this means that he is now with this other lady, and she's like, wait, so does this mean our engagement is off? Okay, bye, bitch. And she literally takes off in the middle of the ball, and she's like, woo, I am free, I am done, I am not doing this anymore. It was such a joyous scene, and she takes her lady in waiting is like, we are moving to the country, like actually moving to the country. I'm surprised the lady in waiting didn't object and say, no, I'm moving with you. But no, they moved to the country, country, and she gets there, but of course the prince shows up. He keeps showing up, and her family comes to visit her, and it's basically like, what is wrong with you? Why would you do this? You had a very good opportunity. And her brother points out to her, you know, you didn't actually say your engagement is off, right? So, and she's like, oh no. So she assumed that this other lady he was with was, he was engaged to her. And that lady shows up and is like, I need you to come back right now because I am stuck in princess lessons and I am miserable and I do not want to do it and I need you to do it instead of me. So basically, everybody just wants out of these princess lessons, and it's very funny. But the thing is, why doesn't she just ask her about him? Why doesn't she just say, are you dating the prince? Why? I don't understand that. Maybe she just decides that she doesn't need to actually know. I don't know. The one thing about this show is that the art is ugly. Like really ugly. Like, it looks like it was made for a PS2 show, 2 series, and it's kind of hard for me to get over. I like the premise. I like watching Letitia desperately try to get out of this engagement. I actually think Clark is not a bad person. I think he's very nice. But the art is ugly, and I don't love June as a singer. I don't love the opening. That's the one thing about him I don't like. He's not a good singer, and I don't like the ending. But those are very aesthetic-y things, so maybe I'm willing to let that go because those are very visually like aesthetic-y things, and I can always skip the ending and opening. I just don't know if this show has enough muster to actually go anywhere, because we're on episode 2, and I can't really say nothing has happened, but at the same time, I'm starting to get the sense that this is one of those shows where it can't decide what it really wants to do with its plot. So we'll see in the future. I probably will give this show a few more episodes. But anyway, not necessarily one of the shows I'd recommend this season, but it's not bad. It has a fun premise. I like Letitia as a character, and I'm interested to know where it goes.